Michigan GOP seeks to flip seat in contested vote. A rebellion has been brewing for months in the Michigan GOP against party chairwoman Kristina Karamo, who last year faced significant financial difficulties, physical fights at caucuses and fights over control of county parties and, in effect, owns the state GOP headquarters. It resulted in a vote to impeach him over the weekend. In an interview with Politico, Karamo refused to recognize the vote, arguing that it was an illegitimate meeting and that he was still the president. "We've hit rock bottom in chaos," said local Republican Congressional District Chairman Dan Holohan, who was part of the group that voted to impeach him. Karamo rose to prominence in the state in 2022 as part of a cadre of Secretary of State candidates backed by former President Donald Trump, who rejected the nationwide ballot. He was stunned in the midterm elections and refused to concede his loss, but parlayed that defeat into a campaign for state party chairman. He won in closely contested vote, using wave of grassroots activism to defeat field that included Trump-backed candidate who opposed the party establishment. The party has been beset by infighting and chaos ever since. The party isn't actually doing the things it should be doing, like fundraising and uniting Republicans, said Saul Anouzis, former chairman of the Michigan Republican Party. "You're having a crisis of confidence." The weekend vote oust and his top aides was no underdog's rebellion. Many of the key players who wanted to leave Karamo were close allies when was first elected office less than a year ago, but were disappointed by Karamo's ouster. They had stopped by the party's list of poor fundraising and laundry controversies. "It's pretty pathetic considering there's so much at stake for the 24 term," he said. Karamo and his allies say a meeting scheduled for this weekend to discuss moving most of the primaries to the caucus system is still ongoing. Holohan, local chairman, emphasized that he was speaking personally. Said Republican National Committee will potentially decide who they recognize, but "I think it will ultimately be a court decision as to a lead direction of party forward." Karamo's opponents said they were preparing legal filings to force Karamo to cede control of party resources. However, Karamo insists that the issue will be resolved internally and that if they want to go to court, they will lose in court for violating the charter. And Karamo said he would resign if there was a court order. "I don't want to demonstrate, but that he wouldn't do it willingly because it would split the party." He said he had spoken to the RNC but would not elaborate on what the discussion meant. The National Committee still lists Karamo as Michigan's chair on its website, although it quickly updated Florida's chair following the amendment vote Monday. The chairman and RNC members are elected by the state Republican parties. Once Michigan Republican P.